While we're all busy with the latest apps and gadgets, two of the biggest tech shifts in history are happening right under our noses. Seriously, and they're almost completely invisible. One is this massive defensive race against the clock, and the other, well, it's an all-out attack on disease.
So it really makes you think, right? The biggest changes, the ones that are really going to shape our future, they aren't the ones you see trending. Nope, they're the quiet ones. The deep foundational shifts happening right now in government labs and hospital server rooms, and they're going to define the world for generations to come.
And that's exactly what brings us to this story, a tale of two totally different revolutions. On one hand, you've got the quantum threat. It's this desperate, defensive scramble to protect, well, everything, every secret, every bank transaction, our entire digital world. And on the other hand, you have the promise of AI, an offensive blitz to take down humanity's worst diseases.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll get the lay of the land on these two revolutions. Then, we'll jump into the race to save secrecy. After that, we'll look at how AI is attacking disease, and to wrap it all up, we'll talk about the long, long road ahead for both of them. So yeah, let's keep this simple. One revolution is all about building a shield to protect everything we have right now. The other, it's about forging a sword to carve out a healthier future for all of us. And the key thing is, they're both happening as we speak, and they are absolutely massive undertakings.
Okay, let's tackle our first revolution, the race to save secrecy. And I'm not being dramatic here. This is a global, all-hands-on-deck effort to stop a future digital apocalypse. We're talking about a scenario where all our current encryption just breaks. Poof, gone, exposing everything from your bank account to the most sensitive national security secrets.
So what is this shield they're building? It's called post-quantum cryptography, or PQC for short. Basically, at its heart, it's a whole new set of super hard math problems. Problems that we're pretty sure even a crazy powerful quantum computer wouldn't be able to solve. Just think of it like next-gen digital armor for all of our data. It's literally the foundation of all trust online.
And here's the thing, this threat isn't some new discovery. Way back in 1994, a mathematician named Peter Shor proved this was all theoretically possible. But now? Well, now quantum computers are getting much, much closer to being a reality. And so the timeline has sped up, big time. We've got a deadline of 2035 for the US government to get its act together and upgrade its systems. So yeah, the race is officially on.
And if you want to understand the sheer scale of this thing, just look at this number, $7.1 billion. And get this, that's just the initial price tag for only the US government's non-national security systems. The total cost for the entire planet? Oh, it's going to be astronomically higher.
And it's not as simple as just swapping out old code for new code. No way. This is a deep, fundamental research problem. And this quote, it's incredible. It shows that one of the top contenders, an algorithm called Psych, was just suddenly broken, catastrophically broken by brand new research. It's a huge reminder that we can never stop looking for weaknesses, even in what we think are our best defenses.
All right, let's switch gears. We've talked about defense, now let's talk offense. Because while one group of geniuses is building shields, another army of researchers is forging an intelligent sword, and they're using it to take on one of humanity's oldest and deadliest enemies, disease, specifically cancer.
So how in the world does AI actually fight cancer?
Well, it all starts with machine learning. That's basically teaching computers to find patterns in massive amounts of data. Then you've got deep learning, which is like the next level up. It uses these complex networks, kind of like a digital brain, to find super subtle connections, stuff a human doctor might just miss. And then there are specialized tools like CNNs, which are essentially AI's expert eyeballs, trained to analyze medical images like CT scans with insane accuracy.
But here's what's truly mind-blowing. Look at the scope here. This isn't just one little thing. AI is being woven into almost every single part of cancer care, from diagnostics and drug discovery all the way to surgery. And for patients, what does that mean? It can mean catching cancer earlier, getting treatments tailored specifically for them, and ultimately, having a much better chance.
And listen, this isn't science fiction, this is happening right now. There's a company called ADOC, for example, and they've built what they call always-on AI. It's already running in the background in over 900 hospitals. Think of it like a tireless digital assistant that never sleeps, just constantly analyzing images and flagging the really urgent stuff for doctors so they know exactly where to look for.
And the results? They're really, really impressive. For something super dangerous like a pulmonary embolism, the AI is incredibly accurate. It's got 93% sensitivity, which means it catches the problem 93 times out of 100. And its specificity is 95%, which means it's also really good at not crying wolf. It's a powerful tool, like a second set of expert eyes for doctors who are already stretched thin.
Okay, so we've got these two huge, world-changing revolutions happening at the same time. One is locking down our entire digital world, and the other is trying to rewrite the future of medicine. But the one thing they absolutely have in common, neither one is a quick sprint. They are both long, tough, grueling marathons.
And this quote from one of the crypto experts, man, it just sums it all up perfectly, and it applies to both fields. Getting that first set of new algorithms standardized, getting that first AI tool approved by regulators, that's not the finish line, not even close. It's really just the end of the beginning. The truly hard part, the implementation, is just getting started.
And the challenges they're up against are actually pretty different. For the crypto folks, the big fight is about getting long-term funding for a threat that still feels kind of far away. It's about getting the whole world to work together. But for AI and medicine, the roadblocks are different. There are things like patient data privacy, getting through all the regulatory red tape, and maybe the hardest part, actually fitting these new tools into the chaotic, fast-paced workflow of a real hospital.
So when you boil it all down, the very foundations of our future security and our future health are being completely rebuilt right now, using tools that most of us will never ever see. It's just a powerful reminder, isn't it? that the biggest, most important changes are usually the quietest ones. And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. What other silent revolutions are just getting started today, right under our noses?